welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends, also known as the Petty Gang. What up, gang?
What up, Nikki
Hey,
B?
gang. Hey, Nikki B.
Hey,
Hi there. Hi. How are you guys?
He's so irritating. I
okay.
swear.
We have a guest
Def-
on tonight.
right,
That's
definitely
what
sound
it
like a
is.
stalker.
How y'all doing?
Oh,
Chester.
he's good trying to get a radio voice going. The jazz.
Oh, that's what it
That
is.
ain't it. He sounds like the Sweat Hotel. You ain't
That
peace.
definitely sound like he owned a white van with no windows.
The one you can't park too close to at the supermarket.
He can't be in a school zone.
All out of order.
Heck no.
He ain't lying. That is what he sounds like, though. Like, watch out for him. Like, you hear that voice,
Don't let your
somebody
kid
start
walk too close to
crying,
that
right?
car.
Hey,
So, how everybody been doing? How you doing, Shan?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
I'm doing well. So today I went out and so I already haven't really been feeling good.
Oh
Had
no.
a cold, like I somehow caught a cold, a good old fashioned cold. And then it's raining here, so then I went out and got caught in the rain. So like now I just feel really
Oh,
even
that'd be the
worse.
worst.
So I ended up laying down for a little bit before we started this show.
mm.
What's going on with you, Truth?
Nothing. I'm trying, trying to stay out the way.
Did you have a better day than you did yesterday when somebody was laying on your car?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah, I did. No, yeah, that was different. But yeah, I didn't do nothing. I took care of some administrative things I needed to do, but other than
What's
that,
the
just relax.
administrative for me?
Administrative, yeah.
That's
Did
when
you get
people
your
try to make the title
second? Did you get
sequel.
your second vaccination yet?
No, I only needed one.
Oh,
I took
right.
yeah,
You got the
I had
Johnson and Johnson,
yep, that one hitter quitter because I'm not a fan of needles. So y'all, I'm
and
not
he's
gonna
still
keep
with us.
coming back
So
for this. You know?
Hey,
All
did you
right.
get one?
He's still
yeah,
here.
I got my second shot.
Did you sign up? Because I know you're in another part of Michigan, but did you sign up for the raffle?
What raffle?
That they
That was
That's a no.
they gave away
that was in
$50,000 yesterday. 200,000.
oh
4 people won $50,000. So I think they're supposed to be end up giving away like 20 million. So I'll send you the link because you could register
Okay.
even if you already
It's
had it.
been
Because
on the radio.
I registered myself and my grandma.
that's
I knew nothing about it.
and that to me too. That's still just some BS
Stuff to get
for
you to
real.
get,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
Listen,
care
I mean
because
because
I already had mine. So if they're giving away something, I could join it to get it. I don't think that I would feel comfortable with this. If I wasn't already if I hadn't already got it, they couldn't tell me get it and we're gonna pay you for a raffle. That wouldn't make me get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
right. But see,
right.
but look at this. This is why, and these are some highly intelligent people, these mayors of these major cities and governors and all that, but they ain't got no street sense for real. It's like all book smarts because like in Ohio, perfect example. He got, I believe, I want to say the governor of Ohio, his name is Mike DeWine. He got like $9 million from the federal government
Allegedly.
for COVID stuff related stuff. Well, yeah, allegedly. I don't know if he got it or not, but they reported
telling this story.
what they gave him. You know what I mean? Well, it's already been reported.
Okay, go ahead.
He received. So, and he had a lottery basically where he gave 5 people $1 million. But after they like crunched some numbers or whatever, they said, that it was only like basically like an additional 50 or 60,000 people that actually got vaccinated. Now, my thing is this. Okay. You got 9 million free money. Why not offer every resident in your state, like say $1,000 to get vaccinated? You know what I mean? That's going to do 2 things. It's going to stimulate your state's economy. Some people that's struggling with the federal stimulus packages getting canceled and all of that, okay, well, you can give them $1,000. Now,
Yeah.
don't you think that would drive your vaccination rates through
You
the
know
roof?
what? I'm thinking because of HIPAA, they technically can't pay you to do that. You know what I mean? And then they try to make
Incentive.
it,
like a
and they try to
kickback or
make it
something.
racial off because I do know that a place here was giving out gift card, $50 gift cards, but they really didn't see an increase. That's why I said no lottery is really going to make anybody who wasn't going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But these
Not at
people
all.
that's struggling with their rent, I guarantee you, if this man said y'all gonna get $1,500 or $1,000 if you decide to get vaccinated, as well as every member in your household, lines would have been like they was when the Popeye chicken sandwiches came out. It'd be just like that. I'm telling you.
My only issue is the way the government is pandering to the Black community. That's the only issue I have, especially like, did y'all see the Juvenile remix for the vaccine?
Oh no.
So he did, his popular song "Back That Ass Up."
Mm-hmm.
So he made a remix and it's called "Vax That Thing Up."
Oh my God.
No.
And so they're trying to get the Black community, because they know we love that song, so they're trying to get us to like get vaccinated.
Well,
I just hate.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because I don't like that either, but I see why they're doing it, because
I see why, but
we're the quickest to get it and die from it, but then we don't want to go get it.
Right.
Well, we sort of,
and I agree with you, Nikki. Yes.
A shady history with our government and vaccines now.
Well, we're not talking about the Illuminati on this show. This is a fun, playful show, so we're not going into your Illuminati theories today.
No, I was thinking more the
Tuskegee Airmen.
You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I got it. So, I mean, it's in God's hands. If it's this big conspiracy,
that's for everybody. That's for everybody.
Like, man, it is.
I just don't say, if you're gonna get it, get it. If not, don't get it.
Just
be safe.
I don't even think Juvenile at this point could get people to come if they didn't go for $50. Like True saying 1,500, like that ain't gonna happen with the people with 1,500 unless you homeless or something like that. I just don't even see anybody. Like if you already like you against it, that wouldn't make you go get it. Just my opinion.
Right.
So
I agree.
Then like whoever go get it helps towards that threshold. You know what I mean? Which ultimately makes everybody else safer. You know, so I'm like, you know, I mean, I fell for the okie doke. So I done went and got it. So
yeah, I've been had it. So
if this is set up, so I waited as long as I could, but it is what it is.
Well, I will say, I don't know if Shan's going to cover it in her news, but CNN was saying, I want to say that it's California, that they're going back to full mask because of the numbers jumping up for unvaccinated people. So now, because people are, how the rule is supposed to be, if you vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask, but everybody not wearing one and they can't do anything to verify it. So they said they were going back to masks, but what they've been showing is the people who's getting it now have not been vaccinated. All right, so it's time for
the news with the Shanster.
That is so creepy.
Right.
I don't know if I want to hear her news now.
Right. It's
introduced by True like that.
Right. It's Shan shenanigans. Shan's new shenanigans. Go ahead, Shan.
All right, guys. So our girl Britney Spears is back in the news again. This time she wants her dad to be charged with conservatorship abuse. In her new testimony, she spoke out again about the conservatorship battle with her father, And during her court hearing on Wednesday, she told the judge, you know, that she would like, you know, to press formal charges against her father.
Oh, wow. I got to go read that.
Yeah. She said that, you know, she just wants her life back. You know,
Yes.
she called it effing cruelty is what she's been under with her father, and saying little crazy. He even like had her on like a special diet where she couldn't even like drink coffee.
Yeah, I heard.
So
I heard that too. Shan, was that another Zoom appearance, or did she have to go in person to the court this time?
It was a Zoom appearance. It was through the phone. Mm-hmm.
Good for her. I'm glad she got. I know that they were saying she get to hire her own attorney. Own attorney now.
And her mom is, her mother is for her getting, reclaiming, her life. And they even reached out to her sister, and even her father's legal team, and they didn't have any comments. So I guess the saga continues. So
I heard the dad was getting like death threats over all this.
Oh yeah,
I did hear that too.
Yeah. So
be your own people.
Fair.
She was granted permission to hire her own lawyer though, and this lawyer actually works for a firm who has represented people like Steven Spielberg, Sean Penn, Ben Affleck.
Oh, good. That's a good one.
So they sound like a pretty reputable.
Yeah, he probably did. He have Robert Downey Jr. If he had Robert Downey Jr.,
it ain't official.
If you can get Robert Downey off,
be the truth. If he had Robert Downey Jr., that's
if you got Robert off, yeah,
that attorney right there.
Yeah, so dang, and I didn't know her boys was 13 and 14 already.
Yeah.
Look
how long
I thought they was older than that.
Look how long she been on that since soon as she had him. So good for her.
That's when she went crazy.
Yeah, I think things is
allegedly
gonna come about for her. So good for her.
Yeah.
And let me just add to last week, because I listened to last week's show and Truth was going on and on and on and on and on about how she needed a psych evaluation. She has had the psych evaluation and she was asking herself for an updated one. Right, Shan?
Yeah. Okay. Even in this one, they could clearly see that, she was in her right mind. She was able to speak for herself. And,
I'm glad she got that courage.
All of us have a moment. She had a moment.
Yeah, and she ready to get back. She ready to reclaim her life. She want to go on with her. She's 39. My God.
Yeah. And then after you learn about postpartum depression, it just seemed like that they will take a better look at it.
I feel like they haven't done enough research about that in accordance, because she had her babies back to back. Remember that?
Right.
And I don't think what's the name was the best husband in the first doggone place, if you ask me.
Well, she did take him from Shar. Remember, he was engaged to somebody else, and she
Jackson.
Yeah,
from Moesha.
So he left that household with 3 kids to be with Brittany to have 2 more.
Yeah.
Who that baby daddy?
Kevin Federline.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he like one of the backup dancers on one of the tours?
Yeah, he's a really good dancer. He actually can dance.
He danced his way into her life.
Sure did.
He danced her out of them draws. But
yeah.
And into the crazy house. That's what he did. It was all part of the plan.
So is he for?
Of course, everybody coming out and saying that they feel like, whatever is best for her is kind of generic how his statement was released. But, he getting a nice amount of child support and all of that stuff. He's well taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
But like he said, he made the statement he should have. I want what's best for her. And so she could be the best mother to our sons. So he made the statement he made the statement that was politically correct.
And her daddy was even controlling how much she worked. Like
I know, I told y'all it was hers. Yeah,
look,
crazy.
So look, she don't even have her kids though.
No, she ain't had them kids for a long time. True.
Wow.
Yeah, them kids been with Kevin
last week talking about that I'm telling y'all, did y'all listen to the show? He went on and on and on about that psych evaluation that he missed the whole story.
He missed the whole thing about.
Because why she just don't have an
Said
independent?
all of this last year, and we just said when you was doing something and muted and was talking to somebody in the background, we just said
you missed it.
She has asked for a psych evaluation. I'm gonna mute your mic. Keep going, Shan.
Gotcha.
Yo, punishment.
So
that's why she getting sick.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's why she getting
petty.
sick. Just being
He's
nasty.
So
God don't like us.
Being nasty.
I can't stand him. Anyway, just keep Brittany in y'all prayers. Y'all keep us updated with this story.
Free Britney.
We're not free Britney though.
Nobody saying like Edo.
Y'all petty like she in prison.
Y'all so free petty. What they say, free Britney till it's backwards, man.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got one more story, and this story comes from Fresno, California. A correctional officer with a depraved mind has been jailed for reportedly having sex with an inmate in full view of 11 other inmates. 26-year-old Tina Gonzalez from Fresno, California, even cut a hole in her uniform, y'all, for easy access. For easy access.
Gotta get it when you can get it.
Shut up.
But the thing about it is, like, they getting her probably because some people, she did it in front of some people or something like that. But that's actually the sad part is you'll hear people who've been in prison and stuff say how common that mess is. Like, it's really
very common.
It is. Do you know, like, I got a friend in Detroit, he worked for the correctional facility. He said it's really a lot of women that be walked up out of there. It was like I at least seen like 3 a year walked up out of there for having sex with the inmates. Like, come on, y'all serious?
It'd be a lot of young people on the outside too. Yeah, it'd be a lot of young people up in there too, and a lot of women over those men. So I guess they can't handle that temptation. That's
yeah, for sure. And it's the same way for men at a women's facility where I was. You know what I mean? But but that sister, she lived out that was her porn fantasy. Like, she didn't care.
Didn't it sound like she was trying to be a porno girl? You could have went out to the bunny ranch if you wanted that kind of activity. Good Lord.
No, she was just like, you know what?
Sent her out to Las Vegas or California to the bunny ranch, and she could have got her thing on.
Nah, that one.
Really though,
ain't no thrill in that. Ain't no thrill in that.
That's hilarious.
Well, anyway, so her former boss, the assistant sheriff, told the court that he, had witnessed many pretty disgusting things in his 26 years on the job, but nothing as shocking as, what he saw Miss Gonzalez.
They always say that. In my 26 years,
that might have been nothing so horrible.
What, two people having sex, bro?
It ain't like, 2 people. It's the fact of doing it in front of everybody, and probably when we get
like
more of the story, right? They probably ran a train on her. Like,
I'm not believing that's the most thing he's seen.
I'm believing that's exactly what it was, and she came to work that day, like saying F that job. Like, she finna do this.
Apparently,
she really
F that job, but I'm gonna get F at the job. Listen,
I don't believe that. They always say that.
No,
they said she really F that job.
Right.
It's okay. It literally though, no pun intended. But so she was, I guess she had quit last year in May, but the same inmates that she was having sex with, she had supplied them with razors, a cell phone,
yeah, for sure,
and just other things that they ain't supposed to have. Her boss is asking for the judge to give her the fullest sentence, which is 3 years, but because she's like a first-time offender, and she had given a earlier plea, they're probably not going to give. I don't think the judge is going to give her too much. So
Nah, but jail ain't the thing. It's the fact that you're gonna be hit with several felonies, and it's on and popping.
Where
It's
did
on
she
and
work
popping.
at after that though? Where can she
You
go?
don't. Not in no correctional
And when they
facility.
find out
Not
who
in no
she
facility where
is,
you gonna be caring for other people. Period. Because that's gonna
Just
be
nah,
on
gotta
your
start
record.
that. Just gotta
that
start
part.
that OnlyFans at that point.
You might as well. You might as
So
well.
they actually did reduce her sentence from 3 years to about 7 months. And then she's gonna be on 2 years of probation.
Well, she
So
probably like jail. So it is
maybe
what
she
it
just
is.
likes sex. You know, it's people like
Yeah.
that in the world.
It ain't, man. She be alright.
Yeah. Nah, I
But you know, it ain't
definitely
that much
believe.
D or nothing else to make me wanna.
I hope she
I
Sorry.
didn't
believe.
have kids and stuff like that that was dependent on her for
I hope not either. It didn't
to
say
take
nothing
care
about
of
no
her. That she
children,
would,
but
that she would throw her whole life away and benefits and good
Mhm,
job and reputation
Right.
for that.
Ratchet.
mhm.
Ratchet. That's
But
why I
some
said
D though. And they
she
not
it
even gonna
was
be
a
thinking
fantasy.
about her when she leave. Like, what is happening? And so, like, they were saying, like, she even still continues to have these lewd conversations with the inmates, or she call up there, or they call her. It's been
Oh
Right.
reported that she
wow.
Cause
still.
that's why
I
I
mean,
told you she she loves somebody up there.
So
And
do the inmates get in trouble for that though?
I
sometimes,
mean,
but most of the time they get a break because the administration is telling them they're gonna give them a break. Just tell them everything that happened. They really want to go after the officer.
because
You know,
they probably coach the inmates on what to say.
that's it. I didn't known cats to tell on COs that I was affiliated with for Hershey bars.
what?
I didn't heard them tell it all for Hershey bars. And I ain't talking
Not for
about
no
the
Hershey bar
whole
though.
24 pack. I'm talking about one Hershey bar. Shit,
Crazy.
shit me.
That ain't even funny. That's actually pretty sad though. If you
Man.
It is.
But you
It
know,
is.
when they feel like they got something to gain, and it's an accomplishment
A
for
damn
them
candy bar?
to, no, it's an accomplishment like for them to get a prison worker, a correction
right,
officer or
right.
something caught up. Like, yeah,
Oh, I guess so.
because once that officer does one illegal thing for you, and he might say, "Oh, I'm gonna only bring in the $10 phone one time because you're gonna give me $1,000 for it." He said, "I'm gonna do it once," but once you do it, the first time you do it, you stop. Because the first thing he's gonna do when he wants you to bring in 10 more now is he's gonna say, "I'm gonna go tell." That's
Sound
it.
like truth is confessing, and I don't know if this is the show for that.
No,
That's the
I'm
last
Hey,
thing we
saying
need is
no,
somebody
You know some stuff
subpoenaing
that we
subpoenaing
no.
our
I
recordings
never,
and stuff.
I
So
never.
I hope
I'm
statute of
saying when
limitations is up.
I
nah,
know, right?
I'm just saying when I worked in that environment, I never got caught up. It was easy for me to stay neutral because I wasn't even from the state that I was working in, so I didn't know nobody. I treated everybody the same. And I knew the first time you do it, you done. So I just kept saying no. And it got to the point to where they didn't ask me no more.
they would
Because
be
they
asking
know.
you though.
Yeah, for
How much
sure.
do they be paying for a phone?
I mean, them
Name
phones
your
is going
price.
for
I mean, if they want it bad enough.
it depends on the inmate though, for real, and you know how people keeping money on his books or whatever, his hustle. But the going rate was about $500.
Her phone?
Period.
That's a nice little lick if you think about it.
It is.
I mean,
And that's just the phone.
But
I
it's the
mean, but they
headaches that
bring in
come with
everything.
it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Right.
All
That's
that
it.
having something
That's
in your
it.
head and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like if you could just move some phones, next thing they gonna be wanting some dope
Yep.
and the
Oh,
move weight up
absolutely.
in there.
All
And
that.
now you gotta
All
watch
that.
them while they sell the dope. Then
All
you gotta
that.
protect them from the
All
no.
that.
No.
All that.
right.
Inmates then brought in cats to sisters to do stuff like it's crazy. For real.
Then I
For
gotta
real.
meet one of your family members outside the prison to grab something to bring you some of your grandmama's cake. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a setup.
For real.
Well,
See,
ladies and gentlemen,
and
this
yeah.
has
Yeah.
this has been the news that you can use.
I hope
am
everything
the
work out for
dog.
old girl.
I do too, because that's sad. And she probably need to get some therapy or something.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it's too late.
I know it's not. It's not too late for therapy.
It's never
She's
too
done.
late for therapy.
It's too late for her.
Just don't have sex on the job. That's it.
Yeah,
She got her therapy.
But you had one job. Like, come on
You had
now.
one job. That's it.
Why is she even attracted to them? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shan done with the
She could have waited till she clocked out.
Right.
Or you some PTO.
That y'all,
she probably still writing up there though.
But see, y'all missing two key points. One, she cut a hole in her uniform to make it more accessible.
I peeped that.
I mean,
to make it more accessible.
Easy access.
And two, she did it in front of multiple witnesses. So that was the thrill for her. She was liking them watching her perform. That was her fantasy. And she made it came through.
Disgusting.
She got too comfortable. She started thinking she was at home and on the couch.
With her man. Probably was like at home.
Probably. All right. So here is, let me go to our topic today, whenever you guys listen. What was your first impression of me and in what ways have I proven that to be wrong? So what we're going to do is go around, pick somebody. All of us will tell what the other ones will answer the question about what was our first impressions and what ways did we prove them wrong. Y'all follow?
Yeah.
I hear you talking.
Okay. So we'll go in the order received. Truth is up first.
Come on, Truth.
That's gonna be the rest of the podcast.
Right. So Truth joined us last. So what did we think of Truth? I'll go last. What you think of Truth, E? What did you think of Truth, E?
I thought Truth was a know-it-all, a person that had to get their point across. Yeah, I think that was it. Like, I gotta have the last word. I gotta get my point across, and I know it all.
Okay, Shannon, what did you think of Truth?
He was gonna be like a E amplified.
Amplified E.
And that's exactly what the hell he
We gotta get to the where how you proved us wrong. Right, we ain't there yet. So my initial thoughts was the Truth. I thought the Truth was gonna be honest, no filter, and didn't mind sharing, meaning he would talk a lot. So E, how did he prove you wrong?
I kind of agree with Shannon. Truth is definitely, he speaks a lot of stuff I agree with. I do feel like he feels he's always right, but a lot of times he is kind of right. So he definitely.
Or you just agree with him. It's not that he's right. You just agree with him.
No, but
he's right.
Well, that makes us right.
These
right, that makes him right.
Share the same misogynistic views on a lot of things, and I just can't with them sometimes.
Right.
Hey, we ain't got to you yet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jan, how did he prove you wrong?
He didn't prove me wrong. Honestly, he is like an E amplified, and I think he because he's a little older than E, he does bring a little more history and perspective to a lot of topics. He's a lot, very knowledgeable about a lot of things, but that don't stop him from spilling his ugly truth. Oh my God.
The name suits him.
So yeah, he hasn't proved me wrong either. He just who I thought he was, but I have known him, for a while. for a long time. But he just who I thought he was. I knew that he would get on here. He wouldn't be shy, which is what podcasts are about. You know what I mean? I have had some shy people who try to get on here. You can't be shy when you come on the podcast. You have to be okay to speak your opinion. Everybody may not agree with you, but you got to be comfortable speaking your truth, which is what he does. And he's not shy about it. He going to speak up and add to the conversation. We going to know his thoughts and his opinion. So, which is why he's here. Thank you, Truth.
Hey. Yes, Truth. Thank you for being true.
Yes, we definitely appreciate it.
Gang, gang.
All right. So, would you want to add? You want to say something, Truth, about our?
Nah, I mean, you know, I'm a thick-skinned individual, you know, and I think, you know, I mean, just my growing up, I've been through a lot, you know. Yeah, it is what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to you straight up with no chaser. Okay. That's the only way I know.
Yeah. All right.
But I love that though. I like a real individual. I love it.
Right. You know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? It's no second guessing where you stand or nothing like that. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Now I might cringe at some of the stuff that come out of
exactly.
Hey, listen, he be trying to get us. Nikki be trying her best not to have him cancel us.
I know, I don't be trying, but I think now our show has the E on it for explicit. That's how bad it is. Coach had to put E on our tag for explicit because we weren't going there like that. So, like True just hollered out, that's her porn fantasy. Like we wasn't saying that stuff before. We knew that like it's a possibility a kid could be.
When I saw that story, when you sent me that, when I saw that story, I was like, yeah, True gonna have a lot to say about this.
Yeah. She got it in. She got it in.
He said, y'all forgetting about she cut a hole. Y'all forgetting 2 points. One of them she cut a hole.
Damn.
Right.
She knew what time it was.
Right. I'm gonna get this today. Hey, didn't clock out for lunch or nothing.
Was getting it in on the clock.
I cannot stand True.
So next up we have E. E, how long you been here, E?
Has it been a year now? I think it's been a little over a year.
Yep, a little over a year.
I think it has. Yeah, yep. Okay. So, what did we think of E? So, Truth, when you first joined us, what was your initial thought of E?
He was E, I thought he was like too quiet. You know.
Okay.
I thought maybe even shy. You know. But then, you know,
we're not at the point where he proved you wrong.
Right. Well, I understand that, but then too, I attribute some of it to like him just basically being outflanked. You know, it's like, you know, E in the middle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that has something to do with it, though.
Yeah, I would say E. Not out, like E is good about not interrupting, and I think the rest of us can learn a little bit of that from E. E really don't be interrupting us as much as we interrupt him. We love
him. He patient. Patient.
Shan?
Yeah. Oh man.
So I had thought I just playing. So
let me take a shot for her.
Right.
Shut up. So just like Nikki B and True, E and I have been friends since about 2013, 14. We've been friends a long time. Okay. And I, you know, when we were looking for somebody, he was in my thoughts instantly because I know that he was going to bring a realness to the show. He was going to bring that dope sense of humor. He was going to speak his mind. And that's one of the things that I love about my friendship with is that although this fool might be a little misogynistic and although he says some things that I swear on my mama I don't agree with, he still is going to say how he feel, and I just really appreciate that about him. And that has made not only his presence here on the show great, but our friendship so amazing. I just really love my E. That's my guy.
Thank you.
Oh,
Right.
So when I
Shed a
first,
thug tear.
when he first,
Shut up.
that's funny. So me too. I thought that E was gonna be a little shy, but Shan kept saying to me, he not. But I did think he was gonna be a little shy, and then I thought he was gonna be reserved. You know what I mean? Kind of private and stuff like that. So I'll start us off with how he proved me wrong, because he is not shy at all. He speaks his piece, but like I said, he's not gonna talk over us or interrupt us as much as we all do. And he has a real funny sense of humor, and he really brought when Shannon and I was looking for somebody else, like he really came in and really hit it out the park, and I was very happy that he came on board. So Shan, are you done with yours? How he proved wrong, because you kind of knew him.
So he did prove
and
me
I'm
wrong.
surprised at how let me just say this, the prove me wrong part, I didn't realize he was like no good, like he used to be a dog, like I'm still surprised at some of the shit that he did to people. I didn't see that coming. So
oh my God.
let me
there
just
were a
say
couple
that
episodes where I thought we was for sure gonna get a couple letters from some women. I swear to God.
Oh, well, remember we did get some inboxes on Facebook and stuff. Some people was mad at
we sure did.
and
But
all
you know
on
what?
vacations and tricking people, and then on Facebook and getting caught up. Oh my God.
Making them take the Greyhound bus back home. And all that
right. Yeah.
Oh my God. But the way he proved me wrong it's not bad. I thought that he was going to bring like everything I said, but it still is a little reserved. And I think that's even good, because even though you want to bring all of your realness to the show, some things you do need to kind of hold back for your own real life personal personality.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where he proved me wrong, but in a good way.
That's true. I respect that. So Truth, how did he prove you wrong?
He like, I mean, he like the parable, poke the bear and run. You know what I mean? Like he like a sleeping bear. You know what I mean? Like like when he wake up, like you gonna know he there. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. You know, every G need a brother like that on his team. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's for real.
God.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Like he gonna try and talk you down, you know what I mean? But once he realized like it's not gonna happen, he'd be like, "Come on, then, we finna," you know what I mean? Like,
right. We're gonna
tear it up.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna burn the place down then if
that's it. Period. You know, so yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
So
me and Nikki B be sitting back.
cringing, as you said earlier.
Yeah. That.
You got something to say?
No, I appreciate what everybody said. I think like Truth kind of hit it. Like I was a little more reserved at first because it was, you and Shan, and I didn't want to put everything out there. It just seemed like this big a-hole.
Yeah, because those are
a little more reserved
working conditions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then when Truth came on, it was like, oh, okay, well. And even Shannon, like she one day me and her was talking. She was like, "Yo, just be yourself," and that's when I was just like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So,
I think I told you. I think I told you that too. Like
you did.
Yep. Just
both of you have. Yes.
That's all you could do, and that's what
I knew you wanted the show to go one way, so I was like, okay, I ain't gonna say this because that's not the type of show she got. So
Thanks for thinking of that. Truth didn't come in like that. I'm gonna say what I need to say. I don't care. I'm gonna take it into a different direction. After dark show so bad.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Listen,
I mean,
Truth, when you get it, I'll be on there.
Hey, I'm just saying, life is reality, you know. I don't worry about trying to be politically correct. I just worry about being correct, you know.
Right. That proves your
can't-
point. He always got to be right.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, but you're not gonna make everybody happy.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
You're gonna waste time and energy and probably money trying to do so.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right. So next up we have Shan.
The Shanster.
The Shanster.
Uh-oh.
I can't.
So E, what did you think of Shan?
Let me stand up for this.
Shut up.
He about to do the underplay for the overplay on you, Shan.
Overplay for the underplay head, man. He's so eerie.
So we're talking about the podcast, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You know how much I hate them. I hate both of them. I hate them and I hate it here. I hate it.
Listen, I'm glad you.
I was trying not to even fall into their trap. I promise you I wasn't
hate them.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I'm just glad you clarified because I would have been like,
Yeah,
I hate them. I hate them.
Stick with the show. Go ahead.
Okay. I honestly I didn't have any expectations since I was coming into the show that was already established. So I really didn't have any expectations of Shannon. I just figured like whatever the topic was going to be, you know, she would be honest about it as much as I know she tries to reserve a little bit for her personal life. So kind of like what she said about me, like just reveal as much as she can without indulging too much.
Truth, what did you think about Shan?
Full of shit.
I hate this.
I asked to clarify.
Right. Is that what you first started saying?
This why I hate him. I hate him.
I'm just saying. No. No, honestly though, like I saw some of Shan's pictures, you know, and I was just saying, like, she has some really beautiful pictures. She's like gorgeous. And I'm like, oh, she full of shit. She gotta be. You know, I'm like, oh, we gonna be clashing. Cause I'm like, yeah, she thinks she the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Oh, and really? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that's what I thought. Like, okay.
Dang.
So I have known Shan
for gonna be hard.
Yeah. I have known Shan for a little while. She's actually my niece, one of my niece's best friends. And so when she initially came, I knew that she wanted to do something, but I really thought she was going to be more reserved. I would say my first thought was she was going to be reserved, but I wanted to fill her out. I wanted to see, you know, was she funny? I hadn't heard her be funny, you know, or really got to see. I knew she was I looked at her as a sweet young lady. You know what I mean? So I'll start off. She proved me wrong because she reveals herself. She really funny. She got a great personality. And now she had grown. She used to act grown around me. She had grown. She had grown around me. But I love Shan's personality. She knows she my niece. She know I'm a rock with her till the wheels fall off. I love Shan.
Oh, I love you too.
That's what's up.
So how did she prove you wrong, Truth?
Yeah,
she still thinks she the ish.
Shut up, fool.
She absolutely did. Like, like she's down to earth, she's genuine and like easy to talk to. Like any man should be flattered to even be in her company. You know what I mean? She not hard.
She got a few of them that's in it. So yeah, they know. She keeps
up.
Yeah. She looked hard to deal with, but she really not.
Aww.
So E, did you have any surprises when you saw her in action on the show or no?
Saw your face, fool.
Ish. Nah, one thing she did surprise me is how open she was about certain stuff. And I appreciate that. Just the growth in Shannon. So that was pretty good. I like that. And that's how she proved me wrong.
Shannon, do you have anything to say?
And I just love you guys so much. And I appreciate both perspectives that you guys have had for me. And to true, like you wouldn't believe how many people actually do think that about me until they get to know me. Like, oh snap, you're really cool as hell. Right. And it's like that just goes to show you cannot judge a book by its cover. I think if that was a person, it would probably be me. And I just always want to be the type of individual or friend or family member that I would want somebody to be to me. And in any capacity, I just really pride myself on that. Now I don't always get that back, but because I've been conditioned the way I've been conditioned by my parents, it keeps me like I'm gonna be me regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
So
that's important.
But I appreciate everything you guys have said. I really appreciate it. Y'all my family. I love y'all, and we gonna continue to rock out.
I'm glad to hear you say that because you tell us you hate us every week. So
right. Taking a shot every time she say that.
So it's nice.
We're gonna play that game one day. Take a shot for every time I say I hate it here.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh man.
No, we would.
Y'all gonna be
I know
drunk.
I would. All right. Well, that concludes this edition.
Wait, what?
Do you guys want to give your viewpoint on what you thought of me?
Okay. Yeah. You want to get out that way?
Hell yeah.
Who going first?
Shit, I'll go first.
Dang.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Nah, but we go back like tricycles, you know what I mean? And you set a tone real early in the game, like don't even step to you if you ain't in order. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
and we was in like middle school. You know what I mean? Like who got their life together in middle school? You know? But that's always been, your demeanor, you know what I mean? And it's lost now. Like you like literally last of a dying breed. Like, you know what I mean? It's game over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what did you think about me so that's what you thought about me that's probably not true, or that's true?
Nah, that's true.
Did you think, okay, have I proved you wrong in any way?
Nah, Nix. Shit. I've been trying to think of some shit. I can't come up with nothing. Shit. I can't come up with nothing.
Okay, stop then. So E, what did you think of me when you first met me?
Man, I wrote this all down. Let me pull out this.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's good.
When I first, I was like, I honestly thought, I was like, Nikki is a spoiled brat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You thought that?
That has to get everything her way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you thought?
I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
am I going to next part or you?
No, no, not to the next part. Just what you
Okay.
thought. So you just
Okay.
ended it with I was a spoiled brat, very, very spoiled brat. In my way. That's all you thought about me.
Dang.
Nikki, every story was like, he got me this and he got me that. Before you came on, she was like, he did this and he did that, and I left him because he wanted to watch this, and I was, okay.
Oh, here he go bringing up old stuff. See?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this show has given me a bad reputation.
I already know.
Okay, so Shan, what did you think of me initially?
So, just like Nikki B said, I've known her for so long. But as far as the show, like I've already known her as the cool auntie anyway. But
cool auntie. I am that.
You still gotta be indecent. You gotta be decent and in order. You can't just be out here wilding out because she will check you, and we'll do it without reserve. And so it reminded me a lot of how my mother is. So I even though I do kind of be, like she said, I be growing around, I still do kind of like, yeah, let me not do that because I know she gonna get at me if I do. And I feel like, because we don't have people like that around anymore, that's why my generation be around here just doing and saying whatever because ain't nobody checking them. And so, I've always really appreciated that about her because even as adults with my generation, it still take a village. Okay. So Nikki has always been, like, I call it my personal board of directors, and she definitely sits on it. So, if I needed an opinion or if I needed to run some situations by her, get some direction on something, I've always run that by Nikki B. And she don't ever fail me. And so with the show, it was like, how do I put myself on this show where I'm supposed to just be myself with my auntie, and there's some stuff I ain't gonna be able to say. Like so for a minute I kind of was reserved. If you listen to earlier episodes, I kind of was chill. But then it was like, no, I need to be myself.
Right.
And she definitely did make me comfortable enough to do that. Now, there are some things that I still have not said and I will not say, but I am comfortable to be myself now. So
good.
Auntie know you're a freak.
Shut up.
So E, how did I prove you wrong?
You didn't.
I hate him. Oh my God.
No. Actually,
I hate him. You said you did.
I think he mean that too.
No, I actually echo Shannon's feelings. You very much give off the cool auntie vibes. And I do think a lot of these young women need a Nikki B in their life.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I definitely think that.
A spoiled brat, and they need a spoiled brat.
Oh, I will say she's spoiled. She's not a brat, but she is spoiled.
But I think she just has a standard, which is something that is lacking. And because, like, when men meet me, because I've been conditioned by people like my mama and Nikki B and, her sisters and everything, it's just like they don't know what to do with nobody like me because you gonna come correct when you come for me and not at all, brother. Period.
And if she was younger, she could give off the cool sister vibe instead of the cool auntie vibe.
True.
He irritates me so bad. So you said that I was just who you thought I was, so I didn't prove you wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
you said in junior high school, I was like, oh, correct. And you said
who got their life together in junior high?
Right.
Wow.
And what everybody just saying is that we respect you.
You know what I mean?
Very
Like
much so.
you have standards, and if they're not going to be met, then you're affluent and patient enough to try and harbor them being met from the individual. But once you see that that's not going to happen, then you're done with them. That's it.
Yep, that's true.
You've always been that fucking way.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So my
And that's the
comment to that
explicit
is,
version.
That's why
Right.
I stopped eating lunch with you in the cafeteria.
Why did you?
If you ever wonder why,
That's why I stopped.
Why?
Shit, I stopped because shit. Yeah, motherfucker had to use his napkin and shit and forks and shit. Nah, I'm good.
So ignorant. It don't even. Yeah, so I would like to just say thank you all for that feedback. I am the cool aunt to my nieces and nephews. I've always been, the cool aunt. And I'm just me. Take it or leave it. I'm honest. I know who I am. I'm secure in who I am. And I'm just me. I always say there's a few things people can't say about me, that they never say. I never been called fake because I am who I am. I'm just not that person that's fake. And can't nobody call me ugly ever. I ain't never heard nobody try to say I was ugly, because then that person would be like, you lying. You know what I mean? You would be
yeah, you must be talking about a different Nikki. This ain't the Nikki you talking about.
Exactly.
But what if they don't like Redbone?
I still ain't.
Well, then she ain't that type still, and they need to move on.
I'm still not ugly. That don't make you ugly just because they not in the red bone. That don't make you ugly. That just means you're not their type. If you say I'm ugly, you just flat out lying.
Or you a hater. That could be.
Okay. Point taken.
Okay. So that concludes this edition of Nikki B and Friends. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was. I like that. Yeah.
E, did you feel better about it? Because we all wanted to do it, except for E really was like, he would take one for the team, but he wanted to do something else. Was it cool though, E? Did it turn out cool?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Cool. So let's do some closing remarks. Any closing remarks?
I'll go first.
Oh, go ahead, Shay.
I just really appreciate my team, and I don't think that it could get any better. I'm so glad that we have the new additions to the show, E and True, and it has definitely, made the show, even better. And I just enjoy, every week getting to, be here with you all and kick it and talk about, all kind of stuff. And, I just, I really love y'all. So that's all I got.
Thanks, Shan.
Oh, shit. Well,
do you have to smack?
I do.
I tried to teach him that at the lunch table, but you see,
that's why he went to say it.
Right, that's why he had to move. I probably made him move because he was smacking. Go ahead.
But no, I do. I appreciate y'all. Like, since I came on the show, this been a lot of fun for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It has. It's genuinely been a lot of fun. Like, I feel like I got two more lifelong friends now. You know what I mean? And that's and that's cool. I think our chemistry is great. And yeah, I like being on the show. I got mad love for y'all.
Oh,
and
love you too.
Also, I appreciate that. Also, I would like to start a petition for people to stop soliciting Bitcoin. Because
this is a fool, right?
It's getting out of hand.
Oh my
God. Like, all my friend requests on all my social media sites, they selling Bitcoins. You know what I mean? And I'm just like,
Like it's gotta be like y'all gotta stop.
You know what? That's what's happening on the Nikki B and Friends page. It was like I was almost like I'm gonna have to make it like I don't want to make it a private page on Instagram, but that's what's happening on Instagram. Now I don't see it a lot on Facebook, but that's what's happening on Instagram. You ain't lying, no truth.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, E.
For the young lady that was the correctional officer, just hit me up. We can role play.
Oh my God.
Inmate and correctional officer. Nikki B and Friends inbox and that's my closing remarks.
All right.
Ignorant.
So I just want to say that I appreciate, each and every one of you guys. I think that this, like, for me, it's a good relaxation because y'all know there's I be having some stressful days. I think we all work hard and it's just nice to unwind and have some fun, some good laughs. And we do have a lot of laughs. I keep saying one day I'm going to start recording the show before y'all jump on just so they could see the making of Nikki B and Friends, because I think we have funnier conversations sometime before we even hit record.
Offline, yeah.
So again, thank everybody, for listening and rocking out with us. Don't forget to follow the page, Nikki B and Friends on Facebook, NIKKI and Friends, and Nikki B _and_friends on Instagram. We appreciate you continuing to continue to rock out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, amen, gang, gang.
Gang, gang.